Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streamed event of Table Rock Sports Productions. I'm Aaron Nilsson with Danny Canada, coming to you live from Eagle Point High School in Eagle Point, Oregon. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou tonight, featuring the 2 and 5 Eagle Point Eagles and taking on the visiting 6 and 1 Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net. Appreciate all of our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. You can watch all Table Rock Sports Network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you connect for free. Watch this one live. You can watch it on demand. A lot of options. We also invite fans. Check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streaming events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. Talk to both coaches. We have Bill's Glass Coaches Corner coming up here in just a couple of minutes. And Danny, can you hear me?
I can't hear anything.
All right, now it is 68 degrees and fair. Very, very, very slight breeze, if any. Pretty good packed house on hand. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Coming up next, Bill's Glass Coaches Corner here on TableRockSports.net.
Let's go! At U.S. Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is a guy from Lithia who made it all possible. Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
So the wire is broken. I could hear it if I wiggled the wire, and when I took it off like that, the whole wire was like snapped off.
And welcome back. Got the Eagle Point band on. We're going to head to Coach's Corner here real quick. Bill's Glass, proud to be a sponsor of Table Rock Sports. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader and clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. So, for the Coach's Corner, let's hear from Crater Comets first. Coach Randy, last week that was a great win. What can you attribute last week's win to? What did you do well?
Well, we definitely ran the ball well, and we had to, I thought. So part of the game plan was keep the ball away from Rieger and not let him get too comfortable. And so when we were able to run the ball in the second half, kept him off the field. So it was good for us.
I know the defense has been great. Offense has been put up a lot of numbers. Talk about the defense then, because Looking at Rieger, I was kind of like, I was waiting for it going, where is that what Coach Wade's talking about? Where is he going to do something? Your defense did really well.
Yeah, game plan was to make them throw the ball, and we could actually hopefully contain them then because they couldn't run the ball, I thought. So our defense did a great job of stopping the run, and then once they became one-dimensional, we were able to get a little bit of pressure on them and cover some guys, so it was good for us.
What about the types of penalties? And we talked about it before, but what about the types of penalties and how many you had last week? What were your thoughts on that exactly? What happened during the game, and did you talk about that during practice?
We did talk about that during practice. Football is one of those games we tell the guys that you've got to almost play right on the edge of the fence, but you can't let the other team pull you over to the wrong side. And so that's kind of what happened. There was a lot of John because his rivalry game, things like that, and we let them get into our heads, and we made some dumb mistakes by getting the penalties for it. So, the high school kids, it's a learning experience for them, but you've got to be on that edge, but you can't be pulled over to the wrong side. So hopefully your teammates help you pull on the right side. So that's kind of what we talked about.
And looking at your opponent, Eagle Point, so opening with 2 wins, 5 straight losses, what is it that is dangerous about them?
Well, they've got a good quarterback, too. He's more of a running quarterback than a throwing quarterback, but he's one of the most talented athletes around. So we're going to have to do a good job of containing him. Defensively, they've struggled a little bit, but we've got to continue to improve. And so that's our focus as we're trying to do some things. We'll see what they're trying to take away, and we'll work on the other things that hopefully they give us.
Anybody out, hurt, injured, sick?
Nope.
Full squad? Awesome. All right, thanks. Good luck, Coach. Eagle Point High School band playing the national anthem there, and we just heard from Randy Wade, head coach for Crater. Let's go ahead and get right to Eric Johnson with Eagle Point. All right, here with Eagle Point head coach Eric Johnson. Coach, what may have happened from opening with 2 straight wins, 5 straight losses? What can you attribute that to?
It's just every opponent every week is a little bit different. It's just worry about ourselves, and that's about all we can do. And honestly, we're progressing. We are each week, and you just get different caliber athletes. And as of tonight, it's another caliber of athlete, and we'll just worry about ourselves and go from there.
So as far as you're saying about progressing, what have you progressed in? What are you happy about?
Just the unity and just being new and I guess specific to scheme-wise, it always takes time, and then finding the players that are doing it and doing it well, and so a lot of people rotating, and we're finally starting to figure out some solid guys.
And what about then, Crater, your opponent? So what is it? I know they have a lot of weapons, but what's kind of your game plan? What are you focusing on?
Yeah, and they're a good ball club, and they're well coached. Again, it's you pick your poison. You're trying to put our athletes in a situation to make plays, and hopefully we can.
How are you going to adjust for them then? Because I know each opponent, as you said, it's different every week, different threats, whether it be linebackers or defense, or if it's wide receivers. How are you adjusted to them?
You really can. You got to stay home. You got to be balanced. Really, all 3 phases, and you can not hold. They have so many things, so many directions where you do things, and like I said, all 3 phases. But you just have to again worry about yourself and stay as balanced as you can.
What would you consider a success tonight? Of course, a win, but can you consider other successes? What are you looking at for that?
Like I said, a win. We go into every game and we want to win. There's no question about it. So that's kind of why we're here and spend all the time. And it doesn't matter the opponent. So, you play the game for a reason.
And anybody out, hurt, sick, injured tonight?
Nope. I'm worried.
So I've been following. I'm not sure exactly how it's happened during the week. So as far as how many he's been out before, or they're back?
We've lost a couple. We've lost a couple season-ending injuries in the past couple weeks, but not anything new.
Okay, who were those?
Justin McElroy, our tailback, starting tailback, and Corbin Maple, our right guard, and starting inside linebacker.
Okay. So anybody else is good for tonight? Ready to go?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Good luck, Coach. Thank you. There we go. Hearing from both coaches. Justin McElroy, the starting tailback, he is a senior, and Corbin Maple, who's a junior. They both suffered season-ending injuries in the last couple of weeks, but otherwise everyone is healthy and ready to go. Well, we have, just you see there on the scoreboard, about 2:40 left until kickoff. Coin toss. The teams are going to meet up at center field, midfield here in just a little bit. But we're going to step away for just a moment. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And we are back here at TableRockSports.net. Just about a minute 20. They just went ahead and did the coin toss. And as Eagle Point will be on the right in their white helmets, blue tops, white bottoms. Crater electing for the all-white tonight. I have to mention crispy, crunchy chicken at My Circle K. Get your crunch on, available there. That's a game winner. Find them, follow them, kick back with them at mycirclek.com. And Friday Night Football tonight, since it is Friday, on KTVL Channel 10. Highlights from this and from all over the state, including Portland and Grant. You'll see those highlights that Northern Station will have. And those players who are on set, haven't heard which team will be on set tonight, but they are going to enjoy that chicken, as we always talk about. Delicious, delicious chicken. And Danny, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I can't hear a word you're saying, Aaron. My headset's not working. We got the band right outside this window. I'll tell you what, though, it's a beautiful scene here before the sun went down there. Nice little look out over the field. Rolling hills in the background. All the trees are changing colors. Houses in the background, too. It's just a nice place to play out here tonight. It's going to be a good game, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to provide much audio for you.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, we can hear you. We can hear you,
well,
so that's
right.
good. I'll just try to talk a little louder, and we'll go with that. And it is Crater who will be kicking off. And as usual, it's a touchback. You wouldn't expect anything less from Trevor. Yeah, pretty good crowd on hand tonight. There's I looked over, I'm like, that was a lot of pink. But that's the cheerleaders. They just came up into the stands.
20-yard line. First down.
I was thinking the fans were really getting into it, but
Eagles!
Go.
Oh, yeah, I have to remind you, the PA guy here is a screamer.
See, it's good. There's excitement. First one, they get a few yards.
Isaiah Hill on the carry.
That's number 25, sophomore, 5'9", 145, Isaiah Hill. So picks up 4 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second down.
Another handoff. Hill pushing forward and eventually getting pushed out, but they get the first down. And a flag. You call it a personal foul, a late hit.
James Root on the tackle. Indication is a dead ball personal foul against the Comets. Result of the play and penalty is a first down. Eagles!
So there you go. So it already was a first down because Isaiah Hill ran for the first down past the 30, but add 15 yards to it. And again, I mean, that was the second play, and Crater already picks up a 15-yard personal foul. This is brought it up in the coach's corner, as you heard, and something is just a common theme for the Comets. Penalties, penalties, penalties.
Million on the carry.
The Crater Comets are like Southern Oregon Raiders. Not the university, but I meant the Raiders for the Southern Oregon. That's what I meant to say. Always getting the penalties, playing tough, playing hard. Put yourself in crazy mistakes, but still win games. It's wild.
They do with the amount of penalties they get, and that's what Coach Randy Wade had said about being on the fence, playing on the fence, but not getting pulled over. Well, they got to be careful. They will get pulled over. And that's going to be close to first down, maybe a yard shy.
Number 14,
But they are in Comet territory.
Ball at the 44-yard line, third down.
And we do have 3 quarterbacks listed, but no number 1. So let's see who that is. Third and 1. Hill up the middle. That's a first down, Eagles.
Isaiah Hill on the carry, first down. Eagles!
And the Eagles are having good success running the ball.
Gotta love
right
it.
now.
Timeout.
They got an official's timeout here, but it we've done a good job moving the ball here so far.
Oh yeah.
I think an injury is the reason for the timeout.
That's Brady Eaton on the turf.
Yeah.
We will step away as well. You're watching TableRockSports.net. And we're back at Brady Eaton. You see there on your screen, still down on the turf being looked at. Doesn't look good. I mean, nothing is pointed a different direction than it should be, but as you mentioned, Danny, just his legs aren't moving much. It looks like it's his right leg, possibly right knee. And hopefully I have an update for you.
That's the first he's moved since we've gone to commercial there, and it's with the help of the trainer. Aside from his arms and his head and stuff, he's moving those. So, yeah, it does look like it's going to be some sort of right leg injury, and a bad one.
And we'll be right back. TableRockSports.net.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
As you see Brady Eaton there getting helped off. Light pressure on the leg. So we will see. We'll let you know what we can see on the sideline.
First down and 10.
And if he comes back in.
On the Crater 36-yard line.
And losing yards this time, Eagle Point.
Isaiah Hill on the carry. Loss of 2 on the play.
So it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second down and 12.
On the Comets 38.
From the 38-yard line.
This one to Hill and stuffed again at the line of scrimmage.
And just before Eaton went down there, I was talking about how good the Eagles have been running the ball. They've had no problems at all getting 3+ yards each time they ran. Nice couple of stops there by the Comets defense, getting right through and stopping that run, even for a loss of yards.
I think they've caught on going like, you know what, this Hill guy's good, and you keep giving it to him.
Yeah.
We should do something about that. But 3rd and 12.
That's what they did about it, brought up a 3rd and long. Let's see if they can stop him here.
So successful on their first 3rd down conversion, but that was 3rd and 1. This one a lot farther. Rolling out to his right. Open, but that's going to be short. That'll bring up 4th down.
Copeland got down at the 30-yard line.
So it'll be about 3 yards shy. So about 4th and 3.
4th down
even
and
4 yards.
For the Eagles.
They're going for it. And he is stuffed. That is going to be a turnover on downs.
And great job, Crater D there. Yeah, they got a few yards. Good chunk of yards there on that pass play. But they brought the 4th down. Good stop on that, too. I think that's the right call, though, by the Eagles coach. I think that's a good idea to go for it there.
It's really far. I mean, it end up being a 47-ish yard field goal, and the punt is useless. So, yeah, have to go for it then.
A penalty prior to the snap.
It's going to be an offside.
That hard call from Trevor Davis.
Yeah. Offsides is the call against the Eagles. We'll make it 1st and 5 for the Comets at their own 37-yard line.
And another flag.
Another penalty before the snap.
It's going to be another offsides.
Again, offsides is the call against the Eagles.
So that's a 1st down, another offside.
Now 1st and 10 for Crater.
Now that's a good way to get your 1st downs.
Haven't even run a play yet. And there we go. First one. A dink right to Amison. Amison's into Eagles territory. Another first down.
Ball at the Eagles' 43-yard line. First down, Comets.
And off to Acree. Acree stuffed. Maybe half a yard, but maybe nothing.
Stop on the play by number 56, Tyler Gove.
And no gain on that one, so 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd down.
Gotta read your lips.
Daddy's having to try to read my lips. You really can't hear me.
I can't hear anything.
Wow. And I feel like I'm talking really loud, but yeah, it's loud out here. Acree spinning. Getting about 7 to 8 yards on that one. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
And that's what we're used to seeing from Acree there. Normally, he's not stuffed in the background very often. That's rare. He's usually forward moving, spinning, twisting, getting 1 or 2 at least every time.
3rd down.
3rd and 3. Davis looking to throw. Throws it. And that could be Dawson Douglas. It is.
Number 10.
Another first down.
Ball at the 29-yard line. First down, Comets.
Amison bumping to the outside. Pushed out of bounds. Close to about the 23. So a good pickup there. We're already halfway through the first quarter. This thing is we're just rolling right through this first quarter.
Yeah. It is moving pretty quick.
Douglas. First down and more. He's still on his feet inside the 10. The 5 still up. And he's going to be out of bounds, but very close to a touchdown.
Pass complete to Douglas.
That was awesome. You can see Shearer come in there and start grabbing him and pulling him and pushing him, trying to just keep him in bounds and get him to the end zone. Great job. Where do they spot that, at the 2?
4-yard line.
4.
First and goal, Comets.
That's the 3. And Acree is in for the score. 6-0 Crater.
Acree the ball carrier. Touchdown, Comets.
So a 3-yard run.
A 4-yard touchdown run at the 5:21 mark.
Trevor Davis going for the extra point to make it 7.
.529 was the time of the score.
And that one is signaled for good. So 7-0 here. At 5:40 left in the first quarter. Crater up 7-0. You're watching TableRockSports.net. Be right back after these messages.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Leyte who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
It's unusual that's not a touchback for Trevor Davis.
First down.
Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, dang it. So first down at their own 24-yard line. And it's quarterback keeper. Gets about 3 yards on that one.
Number 43, Tyler Ennis on the tackle.
The quarterback came off and hit his arm.
Second down and 7
number 1.
From the 32-yard line.
He just hurt his arm.
Oh.
Checked at the 27-yard line.
Danny, thank you for pointing that out. So, quarterback Eagle Point, number 1, is off at the moment.
Hurt his arm on that play. Came off holding his left arm. It must have been the arm he fell on.
Lucas Merton is in. He's scrambling, and he's going to get smothered.
Lucas Merton on the carry.
That's behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up third down.
Loss of blood on the play.
So third and 8. Eagle Point is 1 for 2 on third-point conversions tonight. And Merton still in. It's going to be running to his right. Nice moves, but he cannot get just to about the 30. So picks up 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
That'll bring on the punting team. And there you see he's still holding his arm, about his bicep, maybe his shoulder. Not sure what that is, but we got a flag. It could be a false start. That is a false start.
And they're lucky to get a penalty on that false start because that was a bad snap way out of the reach of the punter. And that could have been a touchdown or I would have been a safety, possibly.
Either one.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely wasn't
what happens at the other side, right?
Yep. So it's 4th and 9 now. Usually don't get many second chances in life, but here they do. And that caught and at least got away. Gets about just to the 48 now for Crater. So good job by Luis Torres to reel that one in and snag that.
Punt from Luis Torres is down at the 48-yard line. First down, Comets.
First down at their own 48. Short one, and Douglas can't hang on to that one.
Yeah, and it was just too low. That was kind of a bad pass from Davis there. Too low. He had to stop running and bend down to grab it. I mean, I understand trying to get into an area where defender's not going to get it, but that, I think, was just a bad throw.
Some places defenders just won't go. Davis complete. Still going. That's Shea Shearer on the catch. Brings up a first down for Crater. First time we called Shea Shearer's name tonight.
First time we called him for any kind of play, but as I was saying before, when Gavin Inkrey was trying to get in on that touchdown, he's trying to push him and pull him in. Just is great teamwork right there. But yeah, that's his first catch of the night, and I'm sure it won't be his last.
Acree pushing Eagles over. Ball inside the 10. That looks like that's going to be a 1st and goal. That is.
Gain of 10 for Acree on the play. 1st and goal. Comets.
Davis hands off to Acree. Acree spinning. And will they call him over the line?
Oh, of course. The whole pile's over the line.
Nope, they're calling 2nd down.
And they stopped the forward progression right there. That was kind of silly.
That's not even the 1 yard line. That's the 2-inch line right there. Notice the football's practically on the goal line. As we go under 2 minutes now. And Acree is stuffed on that 2nd and 1 play.
No gain on the play.
That was an impressive stop by the Eagles D.
Especially for what Davis and Acree can do. Spinning off, plowing right through. Even lost a yard on that one. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Davis keeps it, and Davis is in for the score.
Davis on the carry. Touchdown, Comets.
So that's a 1 yard rush from Trevor Davis.
Well, they got pushed back a little bit because Acree got pushed back in that one pile. That 2nd run, I believe.
Davis, a 1 yard touchdown run. At the 1:23 mark of the 1st.
You all right?
I'd be all right. It's frustrating not being able to hear you or hear myself. It's so weird.
I know.
Especially when I wear headphones all day for work, you know. I'm just used to that sound.
And Davis punches that one through. So it's 14-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. You're watching TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are selling 50.
Hello, I'm School Resource Officer Robert Monenbach from the Central Point Police Department. Along with Officer Godley, we work to keep School District 6 students safe. As school resource officers, we receive specialized training to help students feel safe and offer someone to turn to with questions or concerns. This resource is not only for the students, but it extends to the parents and school staff. Part of our duties include visiting each school in Central Point and leading the 5th grade DARE education program each year. Central Point Police Department, dedicated to service and committed to excellence.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon Sports.
Welcome back. The kickoff by Trevor Davis into the end zone for a touchback. So when you've seen one, you've seen them all, right?
Touchbacks?
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Eagles!
First down Eagles from their own 20. Down 14-0 now. Thanks to a 1 yard touchdown rush, Trevor Davis. And we still got Mertens in under center, or in this shotgun for the Eagles. Hand off to Hill. Hill picks up a couple.
The short gain on the play as he gets out to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Eagles. So we're under 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. So unstuffed to the 24, Hill. Only getting about 2 yards on that one. So that'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, Comets were all over that one.
And Hill was hitting the ball, hitting the ground, the turf, because he was so upset that he couldn't get away from him. But when you have that many defenders around you, good luck trying to get away.
For sure.
No matter how good you are. The 3rd and 6. This will be the last play of the first quarter if they get it off in time. And they're not going to. They just let that ride. So after 2 touchdowns by the Comets, both rushing scores. We got 14-0. The John Scott scoreboard. You're watching TapeRockSports.net. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And welcome back. Eagle Point facing a 3rd and 6 here at the start of the second quarter. And he is hit right at the line and is going nowhere on that one. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Hill on the carry.
Eagle Point was 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions in the first quarter. Is 0 for 1 now here at the beginning of the second quarter.
But more importantly, after the Comets have scored, the 2 first possessions were 2 3-and-outs. 1 3-and-out after the Comets score. Here's another 3-and-out, and they're punting it away already. And if the Comets are able to score here, and that starts to be the trend of the night, it's going to be over before it even began.
Much better snap on this one. A decent punt by Torres. Acree is chasing it towards his own end zone. Picks up at the 15. He's got Eagles everywhere. But he's going to get a good return. And you know what? He's going all the way. That's
From what just looked like a muffed punt receiving, letting it bounce and thinking, oh my gosh, what a great Eagles bounce. It bounced its whole other way in Acree's arms.
And we have a hurt Eagle down near the 30.
Acree, an 83-yard punt return at the 10:57.
They say he picked it up at the 17, so 83-yard. Down on the turf for Eagle Point. If it is number 15, that is
51.
51. That is Brendan Monroe, the junior. Coach Eric Johnson wanted his players to get back. Let the trainers take care of it. And we're going to step away for just a moment. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
Oh, and there we go. So Monroe running off even on his own power, so that's a good sign. Hopefully just the wind maybe knocked out of him, but...
Yeah, for him to be able to get up and jog off like that, seems that's whatever it was. Maybe just one of those temporary ones.
Or you're dead and it spasms.
That'd be interesting.
Usually with animals, you know, they're dead, but they still... Just, yeah. But he looks well and alive and good. I know this is Halloween time, but no, he's alive. He's good. Monroe's still going to get checked out, but
Speaking of thinking of animals dead, but they're actually still alive, there was a hunter in Arkansas that just was killed by a deer when he went to approach it after he had shot it. And he got up and attacked him.
I saw my brother had shared that as well, that, yeah, he was gored by the deer that he thought he'd killed. So there's a lesson for all you hunters, right? Don't hunt.
Yep.
Or if you're going to, make sure
Hunt to the
that-
grocery store.
Make sure, there you go, yeah. And Davis punches that one through to make it 21-0 here early in the second quarter. Yeah, just go. There you go. It's already done. Grocery store. Take care of it that way. But, ow. Oh, he's alive, right?
No, he was
died?
killed. Yeah.
Oh.
I think you're thinking of a different thing. You're thinking of the one where you see the big scar in his head. Did you see that one? Big antler scars in someone's head?
I just saw, my brother had shared, it was the photo of the deer, and it was CNN.com, and just said that hunter gored by deer he'd hunted and thought was dead or something. And that was just today. Or
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was a couple days ago. It was in his head and it was gouged. I saw that when he was in the hospital. This one was an older guy. He was 66.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he died from the injuries.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
That would not be a fun way to go out.
No.
Getting revenged by a deer.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Maybe the deer was playing possum. It's kind of like, I'm just going to lay here a little bit.
Wait till he comes over?
And then he comes over and... Yeah. Eagle Point down by 21, but they're still alive. Davis, this one is going to stay inbounds. Mertens pushed out, not getting to the 20. It'll be about the 18, 19-yard line.
I think they give it to him on the 20. I think that's a little generous, but...
Yeah, they put it at the 20. He definitely went out before the 20, but
yeah.
All right.
Timeout. Comets.
The Comets go ahead and take a timeout,
Timeout of the half.
as will we. You're watching SaberRockSports.net.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
And that was actually charged a timeout to Eagle Point. They corrected that when they just switched the field. I think the ref got a little confused. It's only been a minute, so it is charged to Eagle Point. So they have 2 left. Eagle Point, or Crater, excuse me, still has their 3. That'll be 2 yards on that run. So 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 from the 22-yard line.
Mertens getting pressure from everywhere and throws that one into the turf. Incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down and 8.
3rd down.
And we've got a flag.
Before the snap.
Critters applauding, so that looks like to be a false start.
Call is a false start against the Eagles. Ball is moved back to the 17-yard line. Third down.
So it'll be 3rd and 13. Mertens goes long, but that was too far for the intended receiver. It's Jared Dole.
Intended for number 20, Jared Dole.
So this will be another punt for Eagle Point, another 3 and out.
4th and 13 for the Eagles from the 17-yard line. Number 45, Lucas Torres in punting formation.
And that's a bobbled snap, and Torres just falls on it.
Fumble on the snap.
And that is not what you want to be happening on special teams when you're this far down into your own end zone already. Have a bobbled snap. Can't even get, even if you can kick it just to get a little bit out of there. Get yourself 20, 30 yards, something.
1st and 10 for the Comets at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
And like I said, another 3 and out from the Eagle could end the game already before it even begins, and then do something like that. This could be a quick night. Or a long night, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah. Davis rifles that into Jasko. Trevor Jasko. He really threaded the needle on that one. It started 27-0.
It looked like the defender almost got his hand in there to break up the pass, but just Davis's pass, just too much power, and there's able to get right past the defender's hand. And if you look, it looks like he just had a bit of jump on him there, but just a little bit too slow, one step behind, and it's another 6 for the Comets.
Put a little bit of too much mustard on that one to get it past the defender. The defender maybe even just went right under it. But yeah, I thought he was going to knock that down, but makes it 28-0 now. We need to catch our breath. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
Yeah. And it is 28-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Again, we've had a little technical difficulties to where Danny can't hear me in his, so his microphone's working. I think y'all can hear him out there in internet land, wherever you're watching. And I can hear him, but he can't hear me. So I'm speaking a little bit louder than I normally do. Please adjust your headsets, your speakers, your phones, whatever it is. Or maybe you've turned us down completely and you're just watching. I'm not sure. But we do appreciate you tuning in.
Lucas Merton on the return.
Mertens gets to about 22 on that one. Eagle Point takes over again. Another series for them.
Also number 3, Bruce Lipinski.
And really good job of the Crater special teams there, stopping the run backs from the Eagles. And if they're not careful, the way that the Comets are swarming every time, there's 3-4 every time there's a tackle there, they're going to lose a ball, and that's going to get stripped.
And that's another swarming tackle. I believe that was number 23, Gabe Huff. Yes, Gabe Huff on the carry.
Gabe Huff on the carry. A loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 from the 20.
So 2nd and 12 now for Eagle Point. That slant is out of the reach for Kyler Kendrick.
And I love the idea there. Great. Quick pass, get it out to your receiver. Just he put a little bit too much on that one. I don't know if he was a little anxious. Saw that his receiver was a bit open. Just put too much on that one and not in the right too much mustard. I do like mustard.
But it has to be
the right amount.
Oh, the right amount. Okay. Yeah.
Or the right kind of mustard.
I'll just right from the bottle. Just go for it.
Oh, yes.
So 3rd and 12 now. Eagle Point has not converted a third down since their first third down in the first quarter. And they're not going to get it here either. Stopped well behind the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And it almost looked like the Comets knew what the play call was. There was more white than there was blue, and you need to have blockers out there. I mean, that receiver, it's a great idea to have a receiver screen, but they need to be blocked.
Spygate.
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 Right.
Got something.
We were doing camera work for them.
That brings up 4th and 13. Good snap. Good kick by Torres. Hey, keep it away from Acree.
Got to do it. He's dangerous out there, as you saw before. He just let it go by him about 15, 20 yards, and then still goes for a touchdown. I mean, when something like that happens, though, you got to understand, most of these guys that are running down, they stop running down. And so that's what happens. And so here's the ball now. And that was a great move by Acree to watch where they were going and let it go and be able to pick it up and find the hole, because that's one of the things that coaching, you go to the whistle. You got to keep running down. Just don't assume it's going to be a touchback or they're going to down the ball.
Acree's got a hole, and he's going. He's still going. Another hit, and still breaks another tackle. Breaks another tackle. He's still going. Still on the 15, the 10, the 5. Another touchdown and an amazing run by Gavin Acree.
A 60-yard touchdown.
60-yard touchdown run from Acree.
Of the second quarter.
These runs are so long, I have to extend the length of these highlights, these replays. I can't catch the whole thing. Davis, this one is good. Sneaks it in the right side. That is 35-0. So in the time, about 7 minutes, they've scored 14 points. Or 21 even. I don't know. It's blowing up here, Eagle Point High School. Something I ought to go with that was some important statistics here. So Eagle Point, since that first third down conversion, they are 1 for 6 now on third down conversions. Penalties, another important one. After that, with the second play where the Crater had that personal foul, not had a penalty since then.
Well, good.
So they kept it clean here the rest of the first and the second quarter.
Well, it's easy to not get penalties when you have the ball and you're just running down the field the whole time. I mean,
phone has been found in the girls' locker room.
Crater has not had one third down conversion. They've not completed one. That's because they haven't had a third down yet.
Not even in that position yet, eh?
Wow. Yeah, they haven't even had a third down to convert it. So it's all been first and second downs for them. And this one is a touchback.
Kickoff into the end zone.
I think they probably told Davis to do that just to give him a break for a sec. Hey, just take a break, boys. Just kick it in the end zone.
Yeah. We're not even halfway through the second quarter. It is 35-0 Crater. And number one for Eagle Point, starting quarterback, is still out walking the sidelines. So Mertens is still in. Trying to get something going for this Eagle Point offense. Is the keeper on that one. Maybe picks up 1 yard on it.
Merton, the ball carrier. Gain of 1 on the play.
By Lucas Merton, 5'10", 170 junior. Got to get this one off. They got to be careful of a delay of game. Short one and incomplete. Dropped by Jimmy Copeland. In and out of his hands. Brings up another third down for Eagle Point.
Would you say this is an important third down? I mean, most third downs are kind of important, but I mean, look at 35-0 here. They have to get a first down. They can't be punting away again.
At least not this deep in their own zone. And they are going to be. And that's Bruce Kwicklinski with the hit. That'll bring up fourth down. And the Eagle Point punting team is back on the field. I think at this point, too, for Eagle Point, you got to focus on the little things. So, snap. There we go. Good snap. Good punt. Keep that out of the hands of Acree. I think that's kind of the point. Keep it away from Acree.
Well, they did last time, and then what happened? You hand off to Acree to get touchdown anyways. You know, I mean,
right.
You got to do what you got to do. I understand that. It's a great game plan. It is. You got to keep it out of his hands. But I mean, the Eagles, they have to get some going on offense here, or at least a stop on D to give some life to their team. It just seems like they are flatline here tonight.
They do still have a pulse, but it's not going well. 5:43, 5:37 left on the John L. Scott scoreboard here in this first half. Davis, that's going to be incomplete. Douglas, the intended receiver. If the Comets don't pick up a first down on this play, they will be in uncharted territory. They will have a third down coming up. Again, they have not had a third down play in this whole game. So Shear gets away from the tackler, and that's another first down. Comets still going, but they call him out.
Stepped out of bounds.
About the 48, but still a first down.
And the Comets are just breaking off tackles from the Eagles like they're actual literal Comets and they're actual Eagles. Like they're just bouncing right off them. Like it's like they can't pull them down. They can't get a hold of them. They're spinning out. They're bouncing away. It's just not the game I was expecting tonight. But my goodness, it's kind of fun to watch.
And Perez has it. He's still bouncing off Eagles. They're going to call him down, but into Eagles territory. But yeah, anytime any of those Eagles claws get on any Comets, they are slipping at least one tackle, usually multiple tackles every drive, every play. They got to wrap up. They have to act like they are actual talons. They have to use their nails, everything they can, and hold on. These Comets are slippery. And we got another first down. Cameron Kramer just shy of the end zone. Down at the 1, but another Comets first down.
And that's another thing, too. Why do you need first downs if you're getting touchdowns? What's more important?
They're both important.
Yeah.
And the Comets are accumulating both quite frequently tonight. So first and goal from the 1. Is it going to be Davis? Is it going to be Kramer? It's going to be Kramer. And walks into the end zone.
Kramer on the carry. Touchdown.
Another touchdown creator. They have 41-0.
Kramer, a 1-yard touchdown run. at the 4:26 mark of the second quarter.
So Davis on for the extra point. This will be his 6th extra point if he can convert it. And that one is right through. So 42-0. Raider in complete control. We'll be right back after these messages.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And we are back here. Trevor Davis in the comments, ready to kick off once again here. This one is going to stay in bounds. Bearden's got it, but he's smothered
Merton on the return.
before he even can get to the 20-yard line.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
And I don't know if you noticed that, but went out of the pile, out that whole pile up right there, number 43 for the Comets, Tyler Ennis, he came out with the ball in his hand. So like I said before, they are going after the ball. It's not just enough just to tackle these guys and stop them. They're in that swarm. When you see 4 creators there, they're ripping at the ball trying to get it back. Now, in that particular moment, they had stopped for progression, but you see the mentality of what they're trying to do here today.
And stuffed again. No gain on the play.
Yep, and there's Ennis again right in the middle of it trying to get that ball.
That was Gabe Hupf again for the Eagles.
Gabe Hupf on the carry.
So, and you may wonder why we haven't called Isaiah Hill's name and number for Eagle Point. He is on the bench currently, helmet off, getting talked to by his teammates. He might be out. I don't even think his pads are on anymore. And that one is behind Kendrick this time. We got a flag.
Indication is an illegal chop block against the Eagles. Penalty has been declined. Third down.
And number 1 still out as well. But penalty decline brings up 3rd and 8. And Kendrick unable to get away from the Crater defense. That'll bring up 4th down. And Eagle Point will punt once again.
Ball the 27-yard line. 4th down and 1 for the Eagles.
And you got to understand the score being 42-0 right now. One more field goal or a touchdown, and that's the mercy clock is going to kick in.
It's kind of a matter of when, not if. The way the Comets are playing, and the inability of the Eagles to really get some points on the board.
Or stop the Comets from getting points.
Acree's got this one inbounds. He's got a lane and gets it to about the 46-yard line of the Eagles.
Across midfield. Knocked out of bounds by Kendrick.
So the Comets will start. Great field position. Eagles 46. Yeah, the Comets are able to put a punch in a score here. Mercy rule kicks in. We will have a running clock. We do have a penalty.
Indication is
Did not see that flag.
The Comets.
So instead of being at the 46, be a 10-yard penalty for an illegal block.
Moves the ball back to the 36-yard line. First and 10 for the Comets.
So that's only the second penalty on Crater tonight. Much better in this first half than they have in the previous, well, pretty much every game. And Davis misses his receiver, Tyler McIntosh.
Second down.
You can see we've already got some of those backups in for receivers for the Comets. So Shear is out there, Jasko's out there. But Amoson's been pulled, Douglas has been pulled. We got Dylan Ennis and Tyler McIntosh getting some time. And Angel Perez at running back. That's wrapped up, and that's how you do it.
And there's finally a good wrap-up tackle by the Eagle D, getting a hold, not letting go. And then I love to see more blue coming in there. More Eagles getting into assist and help. That's what you have to do.
And that was Andrew Price for the Eagles. Brings up 3rd and 10. This is the first third down for Crater this whole game.
Third down.
Davis going back to pass, getting the pressure, going deep, but that's going to be short. But it is caught. What a catch.
Pass from Davis complete to Trevor Jasko.
First down. So 1 for 1 for Crater on third down conversions. And what a catch by Jasko to come all the way back and make that adjustment.
I mean, that was a different route. I mean, Davis just kind of threw it up there. He had to run 5-6 yards back to catch that.
Kramer cuts inside and inside the 45-yard line.
The third down didn't bother him at all, eh?
No, it didn't.
Kramer on the carry.
So we'll take a look at that play right here then. So getting away, and it may have slipped, I'm not sure, but comes all the way back. So that's going to be another first down for Crater on that one.
And yeah, how about far was that when he came back? Was it about 5 or 6 yards, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Back to, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Maybe even 8 to 10 yards possibly from where he was started.
Mm-hmm, maybe, yeah.
Hunter Walden on the stop for the Eagles. First down, Comets. Perez, the ball carrier.
Angel Perez getting it close to the 30 of Eagle Point. Crater still has all 3 timeouts, even though the clock, the scoreboard here shows only having 2 timeouts. Another handoff to Kramer. Kramer getting through, thrown down inside the 20.
I'm surprised we didn't see a flag on that. Not sure you can body slam someone like that to the ground. That should have been a penalty. And it is. There you go.
We're showing that.
That's going to tack on another good 15 there.
Right there. Picked him up and threw him down.
I mean, they're frustrated, right? You know they are. it's not even the first half over yet, and you're losing by an astronomical score. You're at home. I get it, but you can't do stuff like that because that's where you can have permanent injuries, right? You can do some real damage.
Yeah, that was not a safe tackle by any means. So a 10-yard personal foul. Put Crater at the 10 when they're down now to about the 6-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 6. Perez, he punches it in for another score. And it is now 48-0 on the 6-yard rush.
Touchdown, Comets. Perez, a 7-yard run at the 17-second mark of the second quarter.
So, and this will be the Mercy Roar running clock here. Even though there's only 17 seconds, it will take effect as Davis puts that through for his 7th extra point and 49th Comet point. Step away, for just a moment. Be right back after these messages. Falls inbounds. It's past the 25, but it should be the running clock. They're up 49-0.
I don't think he knows. You find him?
First down.
Yeah.
Eagles.
I think you can have the ref here.
So it should have been the running clock. Unless it's not change possession because they already have it. So this will be the last play. This is the last play of the first half. Coming up, Crater Foundation halftime report. It is 49-0. Crater all over Eagle Point. Step away for a few moments. Go get yourself some snacks or pull over. Hopefully you're not watching and driving. I don't know. Whatever you're doing. We'll be back with that halftime report and the second half coming up in just a few moments.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Crater Foundation, who provides scholarship assistance to every graduating senior from Crater High School who applies for one, and provides scholarship assistance to students continuing their education after completing at least 1 year of college. Since its inception, the Crater Foundation has awarded over $4.38 million in scholarship assistance to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater Foundation is dedicated to providing these scholarships to Crater High grads and relies solely upon the support of the community, individuals, local businesses and organizations, alumni, and District 6 staff members to do so. Become a part of the Crater Foundation community and contribute to making dreams a reality. If you're interested in making a donation or sponsoring a scholarship, please contact us by email at craterfoundation@district6.org or by phone at 541-494-6308.
Hey, it's Officer Evans, Central Point Police Department, here with another episode of Traffic Safety First. We're going to talk about intersection laws today. Let's go. For this episode, we're going to be talking about parking near or stopping at intersections. To help us with this, we have a special guest, Jax.
Hello.
We're going to use this car and this map. Our first topic today, we'll talk about when a vehicle is supposed to stop at an intersection. Jax will show us where a vehicle is supposed to stop. As you can see here, Jax has stopped his vehicle at the edge of the white lines, indicating a pedestrian crossing zone at the intersection. If no one is in the zone after you stop and you need better visibility to enter an intersection, you may then pull up slowly until visibility is clear and then enter the intersection when safe to do so. For our second topic, we'll be talking about stop signs. Hey Jax, you know what a stop sign means?
Kind of. So when somebody drives up to a stop sign, they park right here, and then a car goes by to his house, then the car slowly moves forward and then goes right there to where it needs to go.
Right, that's perfect. Stop signs are pretty self-explanatory, but we get asked all the time, how close can a person park to a stop sign? Any guesses?
Right here?
It's very close. How many feet do you think that is?
10.
10? The actual law states that it's 20 feet from the stop sign.
Right here?
Perfect, I'll take it. And finally, let's briefly discuss four-way stops. This one is mostly well known, but it's worth mentioning. At a four-way stop, the person who comes to a complete stop at the intersection first has the right-of-way. The order then follows that same trend, and the next person who stopped is the next person who has the right-of-way.
Why was the cop at the beach?
Why?
Because there was a crime wave.
That's it for our fifth episode. For any exceptions to the information, please review the Oregon Revised Statute for each topic. Many thanks to our guest star, and we will see you next month for our sixth episode of Traffic Safety First.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide. where wonder rules the day and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
And welcome back. This is the Crater Foundation Halftime Report. The foundation provides scholarships for Crater graduates to help them take the next step and succeed. Learn how you can help them too at craterfoundation.district6.org. Let's go over some quick stats for you. Only 2 penalties for Crater. That's huge.
That is huge.
15-yard personal foul and a 10 illegal block from what they're used to. So I don't know if I have it here with me. Remember exactly last week. So 11 penalties for 130 yards last week against Ashland. The week before that, I think they had about 136 yards, and it was 12 penalties. So 270 yards and penalties the last 2 yards, and they're open to 25 now today.
Yeah. That's almost 3 times 3 fields. You're having to move back and back and back, and you're just killing yourself.
And those 2 games were still blowouts, essentially.
Right.
1 for 1 third down conversions for Crater. They've only had 1 third down the whole first half. Eagle Point is 1 for 8. So they've had a lot of 3 and outs. They've been struggling with that. Only 1 turnover. That was in the first quarter at the Crater 30. The closest Eagle Point has been to scoring. Turnovers on downs, a 4th and 3 at the Crater 30. Not able to let that through. 2 first downs for Eagle Point, both in the first quarter. 11 first downs for Crater, 6 in the first quarter, and 5 in the second quarter. Of course, you see the General Scott scoreboard, 49-0.
They're not even looking for first downs. They're going for touchdowns completely. And they're still trying to strip the ball when they're on defense, on special teams. They're still going after the ball and trying to get it right back.
They have been, both sides of the ball, special teams, the 83-yard punt return by Gavin Acree. They have just been doing it all over the field tonight. As we have the dance team and cheerleaders just released some pink balloons.
Honor those with breast cancer, survivors, those who've passed. Yep. Nice little special ceremony.
So we've still got about 6 days left in October and breast cancer awareness. Anything else you noticed or want to point out?
Sorry, what?
Anything else you noticed or want to point out from that first half?
Not really. I mean, that was just all Crater. I mean, it really was. I don't know how many 3 and outs the Eagles did. Probably 5, I think, maybe 6 3 and outs.
Probably, yeah.
A couple of muff punts. There's just no way you're going to win games that way. I got a couple scores, though. We got Ashland at the half. That's 14-7. And Ashland is playing Eugene. Apparently it's
South
breezy
Eugene?
and drizzly down there in Eugene. North Eugene.
Okay.
And then we've got St. Mary's. 38-13 at the half over South Umpqua. And now we've got North 26, Aloha 14 at the half.
And
so
that
there's
is
the rest of some of the scores for you around the Rogue Valley.
All right, well, we still got 6 minutes left. We are in the mercy rule, so once we get back from the second half, the kickoff, it'll be a running clock aside from injuries, timeouts, and scores.
Injuries, timeouts, and scores.
So there's the 3 opportunities to stop the clock. Otherwise, it's going to be a running clock. So again, 6 minutes until second half kickoff. Crater will be receiving the ball. You're watching TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
In 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
I'm Lieutenant Griffin with a message from the Central Point Police Department about our Explorer program. If you're between 14 and 21 years of age and are interested in a career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just the program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Central Point Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Central Point Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. And the program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care.
That was a little audacious there from Eagle Point starting this second half. Start with that onside kick, but I guess you got to try something.
That's it. I like it. You know, you're giving it a try, giving it a shot, seeing if your team can go out there and get something spark going. You know, just something to get you cheered up and riled about. If you can come out with an onside kick and have the ball to start the second half, hey, get a couple points on the board. That's at least something. So I do. I like it. I like that mindset behind it. I guess it's the execution Didn't work out there on the field. Now look at the Comet sitting here at the 46.
And it is the running clock, as we mentioned. Blake Eaton, the backup quarterback, is in. So it appears Trevor Davis's night is over. Not sure if he'll resume his kicking duties. He probably will. But the Comets do have a backup, pretty good kicker backup. I believe I've seen Jimmy Jordahl or Vincent Cotini.
Second down.
Brings up third down for the Comets.
Kyle O'Neill in on the tackle. Short gain on the play. Third down.
And off to Perez. Perez cuts all the way to the other side. Wrapped up. And he's down. The Eagle Point defense is going to stop.
Perez on the carry. Corrals by the Eagles number 44, Reagan Scheffler. No gain on the play, fourth down.
And Davis is out to kick. Very high kick. And gets a Comet bounce. It keeps coming back towards him, but that's down about the 9-yard line. The clock continues to roll, but hey, that's a stop for Eagle Point.
Yeah,
third down.
Good job of their D to stop in there. That's something, like I said, they got to do something. Maybe, okay, the onside kick didn't work. Great job, D, though, making the Comets have to force and punt it away. First time they made them do that tonight, so that's a win in my books. I don't have any books, though.
You sure?
Yeah.
I feel like you got some books somewhere.
In my head. I got to write it one day.
Well, it's there. And it counts. Eagle Point starting from their own 9. And Ennis on the defense getting them.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Tyler Ennis on the tackle.
You're already at 8:30 left in this third quarter. And it's 8:30. 8:30 p.m., 8:30 left on the clock.
Perfect timing.
Forgot to make a wish. 2nd and 12, Eagles. Merton rolls left. That's complete. Nice little cut inside. But it's going to be short of a first down, but it'll bring up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's a good job. Nice pass. Let's them move, get a couple of yards. It's not going to be enough for a first down.
3rd and long 1, closer to a 2. The Eagles can convert this. They'll be in business. And they can't. Merton is dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, that went the other way.
Chenoweth in on the stop to the Comets.
And unfortunately, Isaiah Hill doing so well in that first quarter. He's even on crutches down there in the sideline for Eagle Point. Torres boots this one out of bounds. Be a very short kick.
Went about the 45 there.
Just about. And it looks like Acree has the rest of the night off as well. Brandon Kramer was the one on the punt return. This is where Crater is going to be getting ready now. I know we still have a quarter and a half left, but they got senior night next week at home against Churchill. And the other Ennis. Handoff from the reverse, and it's a first down Crater.
Dylan Ennis, the ball carrier. Tommy Owen making the tackle for the Eagles. Ball at the 34-yard line. First down, Comets.
Eaton, that pass is incomplete. Tyler McIntosh, the intended receiver.
Pass is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Intended for McIntosh. Second down.
Eaton to the throw. That is complete. Miles Jennings. So that brings up 3rd down. 3rd and about 3.
8-yard line, 3rd down.
Hand off to Perez. It's going to be a first down and more. He's inside the 10. 1st and goal, Crater.
Yeah, I love that. You see him just put his head down and then just sprint and get moving. Now, these are a lot of the sort of second stringers that are playing right now for Comets, and they're wanting to show what they got, and they're going to get out there and just push and fight just as hard, which is interesting considering the score. But they're kids. They want to get out there and show what they got.
Exactly.
So I love it.
They're not going to kneel down the rest of the game.
Can't do that.
And good driving run right into Villeneuve.
And de Villeneuve just carrying 2 or 3 Eagles players, just pulling them with him as he's trying to get a couple more yards. And I just think that's kind of the mindset behind the entire Comet team. Go, go, go. Just never stop.
And de Villeneuve is a 5'9", 185 running back. Just very compact, tough, keeps his legs moving. That's hard to wrap up someone that size. Hand off the outside, and that's in for a score.
Miles Jennings on the carry. Touchdown, Comets.
So a 6-yard touchdown rush.
3-yard run at the 3:15 mark of the 3rd quarter.
There should be a 4-yard touchdown rush. Davis on for the extra point. And this one is good. It is now 56-0. They finally stop the clock. I don't know if they'll have to reset that one.
Some great fan turnout tonight, though. Take a look at this Eagle Point crowd here. They're definitely not starving for fans. That's great. Maybe starving for a score, but love the support out here for their team.
And they're still sticking around. Seems like a few people maybe have left. It was a little more full, but yeah, they're still out here. Even at 56-0. So they stop the clock at 2:31. We'll go ahead and reset the General Scott scoreboard clock to 2:31.
Number 62, Jacob Memmott, will kick off at the 40 for the Comets.
That one will bounce into the end zone.
Into the end zone for touchback.
Jacob Memmott. One of those backup kickers.
And he's got a leg, too. That one right into the end zone for a touchback.
Start that clock again. A fan stop into any one of the 7 Siskiyou Sailor locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Sailor has been keeping customers connected to people and things that matter most. Check out the latest individual, family, and business plans with all the latest smartphones, tablets, hotspots, and accessories. Siskiyou Cellular, presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports.
A false start is the call against the Eagles.
So false start penalty on Eagle Point.
Balls go back to the 15-yard line. First down and 15.
That is Eagles' 6th penalty of the night.
And a false start at home is just an unexcusable penalty. There's just no need for that.
Nice catch there for Kendrick. And that's their 3rd false start of the night.
Sorry, what'd you say?
That was their 3rd false start of the night.
For the Eagles?
For the Eagles.
You're at home. The crowd's under your control in a sense. It's not too loud out there. It's just sloppy, you know. False starts at home should never happen. On the road, it's a different story where you got the crowds yelling and it's unfamiliar territory and
nerves are pumping.
Sure.
Merton rolling, but everybody just collapses on him at the 10.
And you saw 4 white jerseys come up from that, where there was 1 blue.
Yep.
And that's been the story of the night. There's more hustle, more drive, more gumph coming out of the Comets than the Eagles tonight, and it reflects on the scoreboard easily.
Third down from the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 19.
Youch.
They've only converted 1 third down all night. This one is very difficult to convert.
You're going to have end of the clock here.
And we are 9 seconds off, but that is the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is the end of the 3rd quarter.
56-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be right back after these messages.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
And we are back 56-0. Eagle Point with a 3rd and 19.
Third down and 19 for the Eagles from the 11-yard line.
The clock is a-rolling. Merton goes long. He's got Kendrick, but that is intercepted. Miles Jennings right into the breadbasket.
And you love the interception. You love that he did that. But that might have been not the best move. You probably want to break up a pass there because now you have to play from here where you could have got a kick, maybe got some run back. Anyways, I love it. He's just going for it. I see the ball. I want to grab it. I'm going to show Coach I can get an interception. Like I say, a smart football move would have probably just been to knock it to the ground. However, these guys are young. They got more years to play. They don't care. They want interceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was there, I'd probably done the same thing.
Probably
it's
too,
right here.
to be honest.
I'm catching it. This is mine.
That was a great catch, too.
So clock continues to run. And a lot of flags.
Rankin Gable now on the carry.
It's going to be on Crater.
Flag on the play. And holding is the call against Crater.
So 10-yard holding call. Only their third penalty of the night. Not very clean, but pretty clean. A lot cleaner than it has been.
Yeah, pretty good. You definitely could have gotten rid of that first unsportsmanlike conduct, that dead ball, personal foul, because that was silly.
Still first down.
So first down. Yeah, picking up a few yards on this one.
Llewellyn is the ball carrier. Emmanuel Suarez on the tackle for the Eagles at the 40-yard line. Second down.
And Peyton Llewellyn is now in for the Comets as QB.
And I've never seen him behind center, so this is the first time for that.
Scrambling to his left. Looking deep, and that is caught. Tyler McIntosh. Another Crater first down.
Just seems like the Eagles just can't catch a break tonight, man. Just sometimes that's the way these games go.
Yeah, they lost the starting QB. He hasn't come in since he went out on that tackle, one of the first drives.
Number 1 for the Eagles, right?
And Isaiah Hill, both of them right next to each other on the bench. He's down, he's on crutches. He was lighting them up with all those runs to begin the game with, too. Perez slips away, and he gets inside the 20, so picks up 5 or 6 yards on that one. Good. I am glad the number 44 got up, Regan Scheffler, for Eagle Point. I don't want to see another player down. But there you go. Hill on the left on crutches. And number 1, actually, who we don't have a name for. He's not on the roster.
Can't hear you.
Number 1 is not on the roster, so
right.
We don't have his name. But he did start for quarterback for Eagle Point in this one. Went out holding his arm.
I wonder if that was a pec tear or something, because it's kind of weird. He's holding his arm, his left bicep, yeah?
Left, yeah, definitely his left side. And de Villeneuve keeps driving close to a first down. But it'll bring up third down and very, very short. We're now under 8 minutes to go.
Third and 1 on the 16-yard line.
That's a first down to Villeneuve and more. Inside the 10, that'll be first and goal Comets.
Brought down at the 9-yard line, first and goal, Comets. And folks, in just a minute, we'll have to get your 50-50 raffle tickets out. We will announce the winner.
There's a lot more fans heading for the exits. Llewellyn hands it off to Perez. Perez gets maybe 1.
Perez the carry. Suarez the tackle. No gain on the play. Second down.
So second and goal from the 9.
a penalty before the snap.
That's going to be a false start.
And it's a false start against the Comets. Ball at the 14-yard line, second down.
So 2 penalties in this fourth quarter for Crater. They had 2 in the whole first half. Maybe part of that, too, because you got second and third string players in.
Most likely.
De Villeneuve, and we got another penalty. Even though De Villeneuve scores, we got to wait on this one.
Penalty on the play.
But great running by De Villeneuve nonetheless. Be holding and a personal foul. So offset, still second down.
And a personal foul against the Eagles. Penalties offset, it remains second down at the 14-yard line.
But it doesn't really offset because the Comets, they're backed up 5 yards, so they do lose 5.
Why would they lose 5?
Not sure, but if they truly offset, it would be second and goal from the 9 again, but it's not. It's second and goal from the 14. So they somehow lost 5 yards.
Huh.
Ennis now giving his shot inside the 10.
They got a 5-yard penalty for a false start beforehand.
Yeah, but they were second and 9. They were second and goal from the 9.
Oh.
And De Villeneuve punched it in. I don't know. Not sure. Third and goal from the 8. That's all I know. We'll go with that.
I won't give you the number just yet on the 50-50 raffle, but if you have a blue or red ticket, don't worry about it.
And off to De Villeneuve. He's not going anywhere except backwards.
It'll have on the carry. Loss of 2 on the play. Fourth and goal at the 11-yard line.
So what do you think Coach Waite's going to do? Just go ahead and go for it or send one of their kickers out? I don't think Davis is going to kick. No point in having Davis go kick. I say just have the team go for it.
Just go for it, yeah.
Mehmet could probably kick if they wanted. Let him, try get it through the uprights, but it looks like I think they're going to go for it, and I like the call.
Yeah. Give your offense another shot to practice. That might be a delay game. Yep.
Against the Comets. So with that, as I said, blue and red tickets, don't worry. Yellow tickets, 885-352. 885-352. Come on up to the booth to claim your prize.
So fourth and goal from the 16. Llewellyn's just going to run for it. Not a bad run. Gets it about the 6 or the 7.
Pushed out of bounds there. But now you got to think about it. Now the Eagles got to start with their offense right there. And I think Coach Waite took that gamble the right way and said, all right, if we don't get it, they're going to be pinned down and they're pretty tight. And
Ball will be turned over on downs.
see what they can do. Looks like we got a player down.
Timeout on the field.
So this is probably why the clock had stopped.
So again, yellow ticket, 85352.
Well, it's time for former high school athletes to get back in the game. Please consider becoming an OSAA official. There's a serious shortage statewide in all sports at all levels. Remember the people that called your games in high school? Now it's your turn. Visit newofficials.org to learn how you can get back in the game. And with playoffs coming up, you can join Table Rock Sports NFHS Network Single one-month $9.95 pass will get you access to all of our local teams' playoff games and coverage from all state tournaments. Championship excitement from Table Rock Sports and NFHS Network. That is Hunter Green, who was on the turf and getting helped off, and it's like it's his left leg. Not able to put any pressure on it. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, that looks sore. He's not putting any pressure on it at all.
That is not good. A run play right up the middle. I'm going to pull up a couple of those scores for us. We just got in.
Well, it looks like we only got some updates. Ashland 21-7. That's going to be the end of the third for that game. And then North and Aloha, that's going to be 26-21. North with the lead. About 8:40 left in the third.
It's North in a battle.
Up again on the carry.
Well, it's 26-14 for North at the half. So it looks like Aloha come out, score first.
Will lose a yard on the play. It's third down.
I know North is right there trying to get battle for some playoff positioning. So we only got one more game next week. And that in the playoff time, where it is undoubtedly for certain Crater will have a home playoff game to start the playoffs. At least one. That is stripped, and they're going to call that out of bounds. But just like you're talking about, how many times they were trying to get the ball and strip it out. That complete pass to Jimmy Copeland.
First down. Eagles!
Stay with us for the MyCircleK.com postgame show coming your way next. We'll recap the scoring, look at key stats, select our Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game, check the John L. Scott scoreboard around the state. If we have any more updates, all during the MyCircleK.com postgame show coming up next. And that will do it for it, folks. Time has run out. So 56-0. That is your final. And the customer handshake, and Crater Comets fans going to be making the tunnel for the team to run through.
November the 1st, and that will be senior night. So make sure you're here for that one. Speaking of honoring seniors, we'll be doing that tomorrow.
See if we can get them running through that tunnel.
1 and 3 p.m. the starts. Girls first, then the boys.
Some of these players were skipping some of it. You can't cut. You got to get to the whole tunnel. Go from the beginning, kids. Go through the beginning. There we go. All right, we got your post-game show coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Be right back after these messages.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Leyte who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
All right, we are back. Aaron Nilsson, Danny Canada. This is the My Circle K post-game show. Your locally owned Chevron stations powered by Colvin Oil, who sponsored the Fuel Your School program in October. Your support has raised over $300,000 in the past 4 years. For more information, visit mycirclek.com. So, Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game tonight, I would go with Gavin Acree as far as offense.
That's been a pretty good game, absolutely.
Acree had he started off the scoring. 3-yard touchdown rush with 5:29 left in the first to put him up 7-0. And he had an 83-yard punt return.
That was my favorite.
With just a minute into the second quarter, put him up 21-0. He also had a 60-yard touchdown rush to put him up 35-0. And then he didn't play at all in the second half.
Yeah.
He didn't need to.
No. But that punt return was the best because the way he let it just roll past him, make it think the D that he was going to just let it roll and stop and come dead, which a bunch of the D started to hold up and slow down and not come rushing, and then just to pick it up and go for it. I think that was my favorite play for sure of the night.
I have to see if I can find that one here. Show you one more time. Excuse me, that was the 60-yard touchdown rush. Here is just going through everybody. And at the 15, he was looking back just to see where the next defender was, and he wasn't even close.
Not even anywhere close. And because this was coming off of that punt, I just think that was the greatest play of the night.
Travel Medford and Southern Oregon Sports Commission are working to help fans know their role. Learn more at travelmedford.com/Southern Oregon Sports Commission. And look at that. We are about done before 9 o'clock. The scores have not changed. Around the John L. Scott scoreboard, we still had Ashland 21-7 and North Overloa 26-21. Those games are going on Table Rock Sports, so if you're done here, head on over to see those. And this means Eagle Point falls to 2-6. Crater improves to 7-1. We got one more game next week. One important stat, penalties. 5 penalties for 45 yards for Crater.
Much better.
Of course, you have the mercy rule for the whole second half, so there was less time for them, essentially, to have penalties. But still, you got to take it. You got to take it. 5 penalties compared to 11 and 10 in the last couple of weeks. They were 50% on third down conversions, 2 for 4. Eagle Point was only 1 for 9. That's also a telling stat. 14 first downs for Crater to 3 for Eagle Point. And that pretty much is your story. Turnovers, got interception, but that game was already done and dusted at that point. Turnover on downs for Crater, that was already done and dusted as well, just a few minutes left. So penalties, third down conversions, and first downs. Those were the story tonight, 56-0.
Amazing. It was a great game. It was a routing. I love the support that the Eagles fans had out here. They packed these stands, and even though, it was a routing, they stayed for most of the game. So that's it shows the support here. But Crater's just a dominant team, and they just proved it week after week so far throughout the season. And so I'm excited for Churchill next week, and then I can't wait to see who we see first in the playoffs. That's what I'm really looking forward to now. I know they say 1 week at a time, but hey, it's not my team. I'm not coaching. I want to see the playoffs.
Yes, that's when it gets real.
Right.
Eagle Point at home next Friday against North Eugene. That is their senior night. But again, they fall to 2-6. So a building for Eric Johnson in his first year for the Eagles. He's just trying to instill his system and see what he can do. And he talks about them making progress. They got one more left. Churchill coming to Dutchmeyer Field. We will be there senior night as well for Crater next Friday at 7 p.m. We got it. Volleyball coming up. Don't sleep on volleyball. Soccer coming up. Got a lot of playoffs. We're only just days away from that. Keep your finger on the dial for Table Rock Sports. We will have all of that action for you. Until then, we do thank you for tuning in tonight's broadcast. Be sure and download the free TableRockSports.net app. Watch the replay of this game free on your mobile devices. We do like to thank Eagle Point for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net and tonight's broadcast. Special thanks to head coaches Eric Johnson and Randy Waite. Check out some great features on our updated website at TableRockSports.net. Follow us online at Facebook.com/TableRockSports and on Twitter at TableRockSports. Hope you enjoyed this free broadcast made possible by our sponsor support. And again, tune in just about 2 hours' time. News 10, KTVL Channel 10 TV for Friday Night Football with Joe Brett and Demi DeSoto. You'll see highlights from our Table Rock Sports teams. Only Channel 10 will have. Also, watch for teams live on site each week on Friday Night Football, where they will bust open and devour the crispy, crunchy chicken from My Circle K. Again, the final score on the John Scott scoreboard, Crater 56, Eagle Point 0. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. With Danny Canada, I'm Aaron Nilsson saying thanks for watching and good night from Eagle Point High School in Eagle Point, Oregon.